for your bacon. I'm excited to be here. I hope you are also excited to be here.
Once again, just like we had last year, we have Doritos sponsoring us.
Woo!
Happy to have Doritos back on our team this year. We're also adding 2 exciting new sponsors. We've got the NFL, National Football League, also on my backpack, and also on my backpack, Xbox. Woo! Sponsors this year. 2 new sponsors.
Those giant conglomerates said, you know what we need? Improv. We need improv. And that's what we're going to give them tonight.
So, if you've never been to an improv show, raise your hand. Wow.
I guess.
Oh, okay.
I saw a lot of hands there. What improv is it? It's all made up. There are no scripts. There are no props. It's all. It comes out of the actors' heads and onto the stage and out into the ether.
Yes. So as part of Battle for Your Bacon, tonight you are seeing 4 teams who are competing against one another. We have no idea what they're going to do. We just know that they're doing it together. They're all coming up with different ways of presenting improv to you. They're partnering with people they've never done improv before. Some people have never done improv at all, so they're just like you. It's like if you walked out of your chair and came on a stage and did improv, that's what it's like for them tonight. Let's see what else we need to cover.
If you like what you see here tonight, and you're like, you know what, I want to learn how to do that. Providence Improv Builds offers classes.
Yeah.
So just see one of us or
Or
something.
you can wait till next year's Battle for Your Bacon.
And just enter.
a team.
Yeah.
There's
fine.
also that. This night is all based on what you guys like. It is all audience voted upon. So at the end of the night, we bring all the teams back up, and you guys, when I say yell like you've never yelled before, yell like you're locked in a room and you just ran out of cheeseburgers and you're yelling for people to bring you more cheeseburgers. You have to yell louder than that. So we'll run you through that a little later on. So just remember to pay attention to all the teams and keep in your mind the ones you like the best, because you have to vote so they can go through. And then they're going to battle. So after this round, we have the semifinals and then we have the finals. Whatever team makes it to the semifinals is going to be battling the champions from last year. I didn't even tell them to do that.
That's soundbite.
Yeah, and speaking of the champions from last year, they are in the building tonight. They are Eric Goldberg and Corey Facial. Bring them up!
You look great. Thanks, man. You did great.
You got a sweater.
I did, and you got a wife.
Yes.
See, if you win Battle for Your Bacon, you get a wife, and you get a house, and you get a new sweater. So, the stakes are really high this year.
You do not give us the house, the wife, and the sweater. We had to supply those on our own. And they should know.
It's karma. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a lie.
I guess I should point out that since then and now, Eric has left me for a younger man.
You didn't have to bring that up on stage. Right?
Well, on stage.
So yes, I'm partnering this year with the great Sam Bill.
Yeah!
He approached me. I don't know what.
No, I know he's a young, good-looking man, of course.
This is so awesome. Is this not how you wanted
Yes,
to
really
see
are.
it?
Why don't you guys go your separate ways now, and we'll
see.
bring you back. So, Corey,
are we ready for the first group tonight?
yeah, so you have to read it.
I have to read it.
It involves this mug. Some of you might have familiarized yourself with this mug.
This first group is named Misandry. Misandry means hatred of men. But we don't actually hate men. In fact, some of our best friends are men. We love men. It's just that, in our experience, men aren't really very funny. So we don't have any in our
I could see your underwear. It was my belt.
Oh, this is a long one. I was in Switzerland and approached by an artist who didn't speak English. His friend, who did, poked my arm. And when I asked him what he was doing, he said, "We didn't know if you were real." That one right away.
A cop called me a nun. That's not really a cat call, but all right. You were the dog, so.
Are you a boy or a girl? I want to date you.
Oh, you like that banana?
You have such a puny pelvis. You probably can't have the power to push a baby out.
You know, Mama, give me a bit of that. You guys, we've all been there, right?
And finally, hey, shorty.
You look so intelligent in those classes right now. I bet your IQ is off the charts.
You know,
Are you in Mensa?
look, you know, I don't know why you would assume I'd be at Mensa just because of my glasses, you know?
Oh, I thought that was like a whole signal you were trying to send me.
I'm not trying to send you any kind of signal right now.
Really?
No.
Because you left your house wearing those glasses, so I assume that was a message to me.
It was just so I could see you better.
Twist.
And I see you.
Are you objectifying me?
I am. And it's putting all kinds of facts and figures into my head. Right. I did that with the power of my mind.
It's like the earth is moving under your feet.
I get that a lot.
I'm so intimidated, because I didn't know it was gonna go like this. I'm not that smart. That's the problem.
I know you're not.
Like Mensa, I don't even know what that stands for.
It's all right. That's why I'm here. I knew walking on the street today I was going to meet someone like you.
Do you want to see my banana?
Bananas are full of potassium.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
You put them on your breakfast cereal?
I meant my dick. I'm sorry. I meant my dick.
You know, man, if you ate more bananas and had more potassium,
Do you need dicks?
I need dicks.
Suzanne!
Hi.
Hey. You're fired.
I came out of the door, I gotta be honest.
I know. You've been doing a terrible job at work. I've only kept you here because you're very pretty, which is great to have at the reception desk, but those days are over. Nice ass, though.
Is this because I got engaged?
Oh, yeah. I'm very jealous. I have this whole fantasy, you know. I'm the CEO of the company, just an old, bald, white guy. I bring in this young, homely woman. Obviously, we have a crazy affair. I leave my wife. Somehow she doesn't ask for alimony. And here we end up together. And then you got engaged.
I'm sorry that I didn't read your mind, Mr. Anderson, but I don't think you can fire me for that reason. So I'm just going to keep doing my work as I normally would, answering phones in a very competent manner, which I've been doing since the start.
I've had complaints. You answer the whole phone and sometimes you just hiss. You just make a hissing noise. People, clients don't like that. Especially because they can't see you.
Those clients called the fax machine by accident. That's why that happened. Nothing to do with it.
These things you're saying don't make sense to me, but I'm blinded by that rack.
Is there any way that we could make this work?
Yeah, we could have
Because I really-
sex. We could just have sex.
I don't know. There's no in-between between sex and being married.
Yeah, there is.
Yo, can you do that? Oh, you mean an iced beverage?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I was thinking that.
Just the tone of your voice was worrisome.
Just warm, I just wanted
All right, sorry, we're just.
some ice water.
I'm new to being a bro, so you might have to bring me in a little bit. That just felt really aggressive.
No, just, yo, can you give me some of that? No, that's.
Oh, all right.
I can say that because you're
we're
my
bros.
bros.
Oh.
If I say some shorty on the street,
Then
it's
it's
You know what
aggressive.
I'm saying? Then it's, well, it's not aggressive, I'm just telling her I want some of that.
Okay.
You know what
So
I mean?
you don't want some of this because we're bros and bros are.
No, I want some of this tall glass of water.
Did you just call me that?
I didn't call you that, I called this glass of water a tall glass of water. Now, I see a pretty girl, tall girl walking down the street, that's a tall glass of water.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
would be
saying?
like, hey miss, those are nice slacks. Bro! Women love to be complimented on their slacks.
Women don't want to be told about their slacks, they want to be told about, like, you know, their tits. And they want to be told, man, how would you feel if someone came up to you and said, oh, that's a nice ass you got? You'd feel great, right?
I would feel objectified but a little turned on.
See? You feel a little bit mixed about it, right?
I'm feeling
But
very
ultimately,
mixed.
you'd start turning it over in your mind and you think to yourself, you know what? That guy's got a little something. And I'd like to get to know him better.
I am really picking up what you're putting down here.
See?
All right,
Take me, bro.
Let me give it a try. Excuse me, ma'am. The way you iron that shirt accentuates your bosom.
That's getting closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing better, bro. But,
Yeah. I see I went from the slacks to the bosom.
You went right up to the bosom.
That's not a lateral move.
Quite literally. We know that because logic. And we have that
We're
going for
dudes,
us.
we know logic.
Dude's got that logic.
What if
She doesn't think about it logically like that, though. So you got to talk to her in a language she understands. You talk to her in terms, what are things that women are familiar with? The kitchen,
Yeah.
food, use food terms.
What if,
So how about this? Girl, those are some nice melons you got there. See, she understands that.
Oh, like if we were at Stop and Shop? Like, oh, I buy organic too. Or those fair trade.
That's actually not bad.
That's good, right? That's good, right? God, this bus is never gonna get here. You better keep moving to stay warm, huh?
I'm sorry, you're
Cold out here.
very close to me right now.
Oh my God.
Very close.
So cold.
I'm sorry, do I know you? No, I have never seen you before, but you are really entering my boundary area. And I'm just trying to wait for my bus.
I mean, I'm Pete. I assume you know Pete.
I know people named Pete, I don't know you.
I'm
I have
on-
an uncle Pete, I don't know you Pete.
I'm on a lot of websites. I have a feeling you've probably seen my face. You've never been on like the Providence Police website? Come on, Pete. It's short for Peter. Peter. You know what that means, though?
But Peter, I just want to get on my bus.
No, I'm gonna get on your bus too.
The words that
You
you're
know what
saying.
my favorite bus is? The 69. That's a sex thing.
Now you said it. I was going to say the words you were saying didn't actually seem overtly sexual, but your tone was making it seem sexual. But now you're telling me that you're actually being sexual, and that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh.
So
Wait, you're not, wait, what?
it makes me
You're not
uncomfortable.
enjoying this?
I don't know you.
Wait a minute,
literally never
I'm
seen
a
you.
guy, and I just came up and I said sex things to you. And you're not enjoying it?
I'm not enjoying it.
What? Is that a thing? That's not a thing. That's not a
I mean,
thing.
for me, it's not a thing. I can't speak to any other
in my mind right now, if that helps.
No, not as much as you clearly think it does.
It feels pretty good.
Well, I'm happy for you, but I would appreciate it if you kept it to yourself. Pete. Very close to me again, Pete.
Just gonna say.
Very close to me again.
I was just gonna say that I'm very sorry and that I'm not actually waiting for the 69 bus. I was waiting for the 24 and maybe we could get all together.
That's not so bad. All right. So, apologies about that.
Then you can sit in front of me and I'm probably just gonna check out your ass the whole time. That's our show!
Awesome. That was great. That was a great kickoff to the night and so exciting.
Great, I learned a lot as well.
I did.
I'm too shy to say anything to a woman ever. She could literally be on fire and I'd be like, oh, if I tell her she's on fire,
You're
she's
just
gonna
gonna
think
be
I'm
bothered.
hitting on her. Yeah. Let's talk about wardrobe. All right, this is our NFL approved.
Yep.
personalized-
NFL sponsored.
Yep, personalized Chicago Bears jersey.
Personalized.
If I saw a Bears hat in the
Brought
audience.
to you by the NFL. One of our generous sponsors.
The Bears technically are still an NFL team. They've not been playing well this season. Really,
We have half a backpack full of Doritos.
that's true. And you know what? It's-
Courtesy of
There was
Doritos.
a full backpack earlier tonight.
I like Doritos.
You seem to be wearing a Johnny 8+8 shirt.
Yeah. I finished Gilmore Girls on Netflix and then I started watching Johnny 8+8. So I'm like 3 episodes in and it is so good.
Like you just started watching it?
Yeah, I've seen like 3 maybe 4 episodes.
But you don't know anything about what's you know that in real life.
Nope, no, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Brad, don't ruin it for me. Don't, Brad.
It's been years. Okay, all right.
So, that's why I've been avoiding the internet. So I don't know what happens.
You've been
I'm
avoiding.
just gonna watch it all and learn.
You've been avoiding the entire internet
Yes,
for like 6 years.
yeah. I saw commercials for it, I was like, I don't have time for that right now, but one day. So I just like cut out all the internet.
You know, I guess that makes sense. Say, speaking of the internet, the Providence Improv Guild is on social media.
Yeah.
Facebook, Providence Improv Guild, Improv Pig on Twitter, Improv Pig on Instagram.
That was the most sophisticated segue
Yes.
ever.
Last year's Battle for Your Bacon, we're like, how can we work in spoiler alert and internet and social media?
And Johnny K+8.
Yeah,
Because I already own this shirt.
but it worked. I'm really proud of the way that
Yeah.
came out. Who's ready for our second group?
Yeah! So coming to the stage next, we have Wendy, and we have Michelle, and we have Greg. They are known as Today's the Day.
Yes.
They all met when they took classes at the Providence Improv Guild. They all took level 2 together, and at that point in time they met and they realized that they have very different opinions about dogs. And to this day they still have those different opinions. And they want you to know that they are all different heights. So, when they're 11 minutes and 37 seconds, which are the universal time set for all of the sets you're going to see tonight. Yes, great. So please welcome to the stage, very warm welcome for Today is the Day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Today is the Day, and we're your weekly radio soap opera. So what we're going to need for you to get started tonight is two things. The first thing we're going to need is a period of time, or a time lapse, in between when the first two characters you meet have last seen each other. So can I get that from somebody?
200 years.
200 years since when the last time our first two characters have last seen each other. Because we're a radio show, we need sponsorship, of course. So the other thing we're going to need from you is just a daily household item, something you might purchase from Target. Kleenex. I heard Kleenex first, so Kleenex. Okay, thank you. Today's the day is brought to you by Kleenex. How's your nose been feeling? Has it been raw? Has it been rough? Has it been running and you just haven't had the right thing to blow it into? Gosh, I remember the first time I blew my nose into Kleenex. It felt like it was a cloud, and it all went away. Change your life. Change the sixth season. Kleenex. Today's the day is brought to you by Kleenex. But now we pick up our show 200 years later from when our characters have last seen each other. Oh. A long sleep, Mary. Oh.
George. I'm just not the same when we don't have the cats to wake us up.
I stopped setting alarms and I just went to bed and thought it was going to be a normal Tuesday and just go off to work.
Well, we've got a few changes here.
It sure looks like it.
I think my nightgown's gotten shorter. Do you think something hated?
You know, it's hard to say.
And my hair is. Where does it end?
It actually ends at your toes. I can't actually tell where your toes begin and your hair ends anymore. And all I know is
That's not what a lady likes to hear first thing in the morning.
I just feel like my face is bigger.
You're not looking so hot yourself.
Is this a beard?
It's a baby fisher cat.
Oh, it's so itchy.
There.
Thanks, honey.
There. I think you're fine. So, we have to get back to the to-do list. I know we don't like to get nag in the morning. But
Honey, you know what? In honor of today, I'll go. 200 years later, I'll check something off. I feel like that's a fair compromise between the two of us. Anyone, you tell me. Anyone you want checked off.
you can start picking your toenails off the bathroom floor at your nearest convenience.
I was hoping for one that maybe got me out of the house. But I can start there. That's fair as well.
Well, you've got 200 years of toenails, so. But it's really great to see you.
It's good to see you too.
I felt sort of lost. So there. The first 100 years, I was like, this is the best nap ever. Then the next 50, I kind of had to pee. And I just kind of flew through that, and now I just.
And the thing is about the 200 years, imagine the amount of lives we lived in our dreams.
I did some terrible things.
What if you actually did them and we don't know?
Today is the day is brought to you by Kleenex. Sure, you had a minor accident. You've been stabbed by a car. You've been towed down by a shark. You need something to keep it all together. Tie it all up, keep the fluids in. You think, Kleenex. We've been been there for you when you had to wipe your nose. We've been there for you when you had to wipe your bum. We'll be there for you till the end. And now back to today's the day.
Louise, I'm really concerned about Mary.
She goes awful.
I think she did some things in those 200 years.
That was making her physicality look awful because her soul was damaged.
Absolutely. I need your help.
Because I'm magic.
I can't fix her with bare hands.
No, you need magic.
I absolutely need magic.
I mean, I think that's what made you go to sleep in the first place. It must have been some sort of like evil black art spell.
Not just really tired from the to-do list.
I mean, that could be it too.
Yeah.
It like
You mean
smells of black magic to me.
black magic's been going for 300 years.
I know, that's when it was first discovered, but I mean, since you guys have been asleep, there's been like innovations with the magic.
I wasn't expecting this.
No, so there's like some
I
complexity with
thought I was just going to come to you, we were ready to get some medication for her. You would sit down and have a talk over tea.
That sounds like therapy. This is magic.
I have the money for magic.
I don't think you have the money. But there's other ways.
Are you going to have a list too?
I have a pretty long list. I've been keeping it the 200 years you guys were asleep because I knew you guys
Why
were.
is everyone keeping tabs on me?
I mean, we have a lot of work to do if we want her to look herself again and to cleanse the soul.
You know what? She's the love of my life. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes.
Okay.
Today's day is brought to you by Kleenex. Are you ready to jump out of a plane? Are you afraid there's not enough parachutes in that plane? I know I would be. You know what there always is though? Kleenex. New and improved Kleenex, they can handle that windstorm. You can jump out of the plane, you can have enough for your family and friends. Kleenex, it'll save your life. And now back to today's the day. Hi, honey.
You feel a little cold.
You look a little cold.
Enough with it. I'm working on the tangles.
No, like maybe a little black.
How so? Can you see into my heart?
Give me a spell. Your heart's not the same shape and color as it was 200 years ago.
Oh! Sure it is. It's like a fluffy pork chop. There's always enough room for you.
It's more like
Shit, he knows it.
it's more like the blackened shape of Texas.
It gets the job done. A little charcoal that could.
Jobs like putting someone to sleep for 200 years. Are those the jobs that you speak of?
No, the jobs I was thinking on your list.
So
How did you figure that out?
I made a new
George, you've never been really the brightest husband. It was that little tart, wasn't it?
You know who she is. Sour as can be, isn't she?
She is. She's been telling you about magic.
And the ways you've been using it.
She's been teaching you. You're a protege.
Apprentice, if you must.
Here I am, ready to retire.
Two can play this game.
All right. Put down my hairbrush. Put on my pants. I'm ready. Show me what you got.
Put my fisher cats back on. I've never been more attracted to you.
In how many years?
And now I don't know if it's magic or if it's love.
It's love.
It feels like it's love.
Feels like it's love, huh?
But how can I trust you next time I go to lay down?
That's what every man has to ask himself.